Hi. I don't know how much time I have. I'm not sure if I have enough room. But this video that I want to do now is we're going to be talking about hormones, menstrual cycles, and cramps, pains, mood swings, imbalances. That's what I want to let you know, that your menstrual period, cramping, heavy bleeding, may be more serious than you ever did know. But as simple as 1, 2, 3 to counter and take care of it. Right now, I'm having some of my favorite tea. It's really not my favorite because of the taste. It's my favorite because of what it does. And my daughter, my eldest daughter, had to take this very tea. Red raspberry tea. It is a hormone balancer. When you balance out your hormones, you'll be surprised at what happens to your mood swings and your hormones begin to become more regulated. Now, there are several things that go into play with balancing your hormones. First, that gut. You got to get the gut flora back to its standing point where it can fight for you and kill bacteria and keep your city alive. So, I'm starting with teas right now. Can I say I started with that? I actually started by giving my daughter apple cider vinegar and water. This helped in the beginning because what this does is it helps to populate the good bacteria back into your stomach. So if you're cramping, you might want to start with this and see how this works for you. Warm first. I have a lot of things I'm going to use for you because with the little monster my daughter had going on in her stomach, the pain, we started in one place and it worked for 1 month, and then the next month it was like, and like it found, she describes it as being a little monster in there tearing her insides out, and she would she would beg me to take her to the emergency room. But we had already taken her to the hospital and to her doctor's appointments, and her doctor's answers will always give her the pills, pills that keep you from getting pregnant. Why did my mind go blank like that? And why is my mind, all I can think of is prenatal pills, but it's not prenatal pills. It's contraceptive pills. I can't think of the other name, but you know what I'm talking about. So she wanted her to take these pills, which were going to cause her ovaries to shut down, which was going to take her more out of balance. Let me just explain something to you. The way it was explained to me is that by a naturopathic doctor, what happens is, because of me, when I was young, I was sexually active early. I drank milk. I had lots of meat throughout my life. All these things give, way to hormone imbalances. What I did was I had taken contraceptive pills that stop the flow of your ovaries and keep you from getting pregnant. Well, I never got the balance back in my body. So when I gave birth to my daughter, who was 19 right now, her balance is off. I didn't know that I gave her an imbalance because no one taught me that. No one taught me that birth control pills took your gut flora out of balance. Once your gut flora is out of balance, you're completely out of balance. So if you're in pain right now and you came to this video because you need some help, I'm the one to help you. I want my daughter to do a video too because she definitely could help you. But right now I'm just going to tell you all the things that she started out with and what she ended up with. Let me tell you what she ended up with, okay? Because you need help right now. And you probably coming to this video like I was going to so many other sources. I went to doctors and I wanted the answer. This may not be the answer for you, but it certainly was the answer for my daughter. Everything I gave her, just, you know, it's no one thing that's going to get you back in balance, just so you know that, okay? So be patient with yourself. I'm going to tell you these things really quick. I'm not going to make this long because I hate when people, you know, give long drawn out videos when I just need help. And then you got to fast forward to get right to it. So the end result, I ended up giving my daughter bentonite clay. Now, bentonite clay is it's a dietary supplement. And I use the Great Plains bentonite clay as it's already in its liquid form. You shake it up. You start with a teaspoon, okay? Because this stuff is heavy duty. When my daughter first started taking this, she would be passed out. And not because it was a bad thing. It's just that her body was tired. She was staying up late. She couldn't sleep. She was so irritated. She was just, her hormones were so out of balance. Sometimes she would wake up and get ready to go to school like she almost had horns on her head. And she would be on her period during those times. And she would be like out of it. Almost like couldn't go to school sometimes. Most of the time. It just traveled up until she could not go to school. She was sick. I diagnosed it as celiac disease. Why? Because she was throwing up. She couldn't eat during those times. I mean, for like 4 days at a time. Especially, well, mostly like 3 and 4 days at a time. Then, remember, I didn't start there. So I started with the apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar was giving her some relief. But her problem was because she was so small, she didn't like the fact that she was losing weight. Because this takes your appetite. So she would say, gosh, Mom, I can't eat. And I said, well, gosh, Kim, you can't eat anyway. So just take it and let's see how it does. Remember, we did all this stuff a year ago. Okay. Then I knew that I had to give her a natural foods diet. So I started buying. So I had to do all this collectively now, just so you understand. It was not just one thing until I hit that bentonite clay. Yeah, baby. I'm going to show you that again. Because this clears out heavy metals, toxins. It seals your gut. It lowers your blood pressure. It again, it seals your gut if you had leaky gut. Pushes out all of the toxins if there's mold and all that kind of stuff, which I believe my daughter had in there. I'm talking fast. So I want to get through this video fast because I want you to get what you need. I feel like somebody might be in trouble the way my daughter was. And when we was in trouble, she was throwing up and she was begging me, Mom, just kill me, end it all. On the tall stool, dripping, blood dripping everywhere, and she just didn't know what to do. Hormone balance. This gives you hormone balance, and when it clears out your toxins in your body, it doesn't just take the heavy metals out. It takes heavy metals out. It lowers your blood pressure. It does all that, but then it leaves an assortment of minerals behind. It leaves behind iron, magnesium, potassium, and then there's what is that? Copper. I mean, so many things. So let's get back into what we started with, so you can see where we trace. Okay, so flax seeds are wonderful balancers. They help to balance your hormones. You should have like a tablespoon of these in a smoothie every day. Okay, what kind of smoothie am I talking about? Well, everything you're going to see on this table just about, I got it from Olive May Health Food Store, right on off of Main Street and Dr. Martin Luther King, right in East Orange. Olive May, big up to you. Olive May Health Food Stores. Love you guys. This is my wheatgrass that I buy at Olive May. Now this is $19.99. Understand that this is wheatgrass powder. I like for you to get wheatgrass powder juice. What's the difference? The difference is that, think about if you had wheatgrass, right? And you just blended it You add a little water and you drink it. That's the difference. Well, that's what this is. Powdered, dried up and taken out of the light and powdered, okay? And I'll let you see a little bit what it looks like because I don't like opening it too much. But it looks green like that. I got a little bit left, so what I ended up doing is buying some other green powder juice. Now, to be honest, all of the wheatgrass juices have spirulina in it. So I bought some spirulina. It's by now. It's the oils that I use by now. Okay. Spirulina powder. Spirulina is also, it has all the minerals, iron and stuff. Gives you the powerful boost. Gives you a lot of iron, magnesium, potassium. It's just awesome. Okay, so now then I tried giving her blackstrap molasses. Some of these things worked for people. Okay, it depends on how severe, if you have celiac disease or if you have something else. It could be something else. I don't care what it is. Stuff that I'm about to tell you, one or all of them together collectively will work for you. But it takes some time. Everybody takes their own amount of time. Okay, my daughter is at a point now where she is good on her period. She does really, really well on her period now. She can go to school and everything. Thanks to the Bentonite clay. Okay, that's all. I'm gonna say. Got this from Olive May Health Food Store as well. Whatever town or city you're in, this is from East Orange, New Jersey. Olive May Health Food Store. Go cop this. I'm serious. If you got any type of illness, high blood pressure, whatever, you want to cop this sucker right here. You want to stock up on it because this right here, it's helped me too. Yes, baby. We'll get those toxins out. It'll get you going to the bathroom. You drink water with it, and you take it. She takes it 3 times a day. She takes. She takes it 2 times a day because 3 times she may miss it in the middle. So she takes 3 tablespoons in the morning now, and she takes 3 tablespoons in the evening. That's what we worked our way up to. You may not have to work your way up to that. Don't start there, because I'm telling you, when she first took it, she would take a teaspoon or half a teaspoon. When she first started, we started with a half teaspoon, and she would say, "Well, Mom, I'm getting ready to." And this is what she tells me. She said that she would be reaching for the door, and she'd be in the bed, and she would just end up asleep. She would end up asleep, and the next morning she'd be waking up. And then I told her to take it on the way to school. Every time. So that's what actually would happen. She would just fall asleep, and the next morning she would be waking up, and it's time for school. And I would tell her, take it again. I take her to school, and she'd be like, "Mom, I was really sleepy in school, but that's all right. I'm going to keep taking it." Because she noticed that as she was taking it, her menstrual cramps and the throwing up had subsided. Now, it subsided for a while, and then she kept, taking that amount, and then we were told you could actually increase it. You could actually increase it because what happens is with bentonite clay, the way it cleans you up, it heals. It goes and it heals and takes out all of the waste and the heavy metals from your GI tract. As much as big as your GI tract, like say about this thick, this long, or whatever. That's how much, if you could get that much in there. Otherwise, then you're wasting if you put too much. But that's why I told her 3 tablespoons, and then 3 tablespoons in the morning and 3 tablespoons at night. Now it just gives her an assortment of iron and energy, and she can eat through her menstrual. She can just eat through it. And sometimes, she used to know when her menstrual was coming because her breast would get tender. She would start to get a little crampy. And even still, let me just tell you, we went through a series of processes. processes that we went through was we took her off of gluten. Okay, we did do that. She's actually back on eating gluten here and there. During her period, we try to stay away from that, because what happened the last time was that during her period, if she eats gluten, she threw up, and then what happened was we had to give her some blueberries. The blueberries stopped her cramps, because whenever the cramps would come, that's when she would throw up, because we had to stop the spasms in her stomach. So things that stop your spasms is like blueberries. So we did blueberries. Okay, so let me show you some of these other products that I have here. It's kind of messy. Now, when you're cramping and you're crampy, and say you don't have all these products, so go get some carob or some cocoa powder, some, how to say, cacao. Cacao is even better than carob, but you can get carob. It's chocolate. It's raw chocolate, okay, and it's in the powder form. As you can see, all the powder on the outside it's a powder form. And what you do is take a tablespoon or a teaspoon, however much you want, put it in the cup. Get some coconut almond milk, stir it up, put it in there, or if you want just water, put a little bit of honey in there, sweeten it, and drink it down. Try to drink it cold. And she would sip on that through the night. And when we first started doing that, even afterwards, I was running out of stuff because it was just costing so much. And I was doing both. I was buying junk food and that. So once I said, let me get rid of the junk food, that's when I had room for things, beautiful, delicious products like this. And it's like having a candy bar, but you're drinking your candy bar, because you're craving the reason why you're craving candy bars is because you're craving magnesium. Okay, that's the one component that people who are cramping miss.